Hello, everyone. I'm Louis Clint. Welcome to Inner Peace Time, first time in a month. So it's great to be back. And today, online in person here in Wichita, Kansas. So for those on Zoom, you can see our members here. You can wave if you want. They only see your backs. And then, hello, everyone on Zoom. Hello, Kev. Hi, Dad. Hello, Kaisi. Hello, what's this here? Anna Maria, our group in Texas. Hello, Wendy and John. Also on YouTube. Hello, Lisa and Hakuzo. Thanks for always joining in. So, and of course, everyone on Facebook. And if you're on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once. So if you don't see my face on the top corner, then I can't see your comment right now. But always glad to be here and get back and comment to you all. So it's great to be back, and I hope you all have been practicing. And remember that meditation has just two simple steps: relaxation and awareness. It really is that simple. You don't need to force, you don't need to push. When you allow yourself to just be at ease, be comfortable, everything flows the way it should. Hello, Sue. Hi, Pawina. Thanks for joining in. As one thing I recommend, and I know you hear me say it a lot, don't rush. And I say this because I'm reminding myself also. As you start to meditate more and more, we unintentionally start to rush because we want to feel the peace again. We want that wonderful feeling again. But we have to remember, to get it, take your time. So as we practice, remember to take your time, not to force, not to rush. And meditation is a mini vacation, okay? Don't make it feel like work. It's not work, it's not homework. It's a vacation. Allow it to happen just like that. This way, we can indeed achieve our own inner peace. As peace is accumulated, okay, it's not a light switch. You can't be like, ding, happy all the time. No, it doesn't work that way. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Just have a switch. Hi, everyone, I'm doing great, right? No, that's not going to happen. But instead, we gather it little by little, bit by bit. And then at first, it's kind of like a leaky faucet. We finally find it and we'll try to kind of gather the water. But after that, we learn to turn on the faucet. So for now, little by little, take your time. You'll start to find that perfect balance for you. And then it'll get easier and easier as we practice more. So, is everyone ready for some meditation? Okay. Then today, let's meditate for 3 hours. Ready? Just kidding. Okay. So, since I'm here in Wichita, I thought I'd have a very familiar thing for our background today, at least for our people here. So, as we meditate, be comfortable, be at ease, take your time. So when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. Before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worry, no regrets, no responsibility. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan. Relaxing from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. There's no need to rush. Take your time. Relax your body. Relax your mind. That's what we need to do. There's no force needed. You don't need to push. You don't need to pull. Allow yourself to be on vacation. And this can be even better than a real vacation. In a real vacation, we have to worry about the schedule, worry about the budget, worry about where to go, and if it's open or not. And it gets exponentially worse if you travel with children. But here, as we meditate, there is no budget, there's no plan, there's no worries, there's no kids. It's even better than a real vacation. And you can do it anywhere. So let's practice together, allowing yourself to truly relax. A time when you really don't have to care about anything. As adults, we can't help but care and worry and plan. We feel like it's our duty to be on top of everything. But because we're always on top of everything else, we tend to forget about caring for ourselves. Self-care is so very important. And I can tell you from experience, last year was my self-care year. I got to spend a full year to care for myself, to adjust, to be healthier, happier, have the right balance of work and play, or life, we say. For many monks like myself, we are kind of workaholics. We really enjoy doing what we do. But even though it's for a good cause, we still need time for ourselves, to care for our health, care for our mind. So from my own personal experience, I share with you all, take time to care for yourself. It's not a waste of time to rest. Like I mentioned earlier here in person, like the lumberjack, if you just keep hacking away, your axe will get dull. Take a little time to sharpen your axe, and then you can do what you wanted to do. Have the ability to do what you want to do again. So give yourself time to rest. One wonderful way to do it is through meditation. Relax your body and relax your mind. As we are relaxing, our mind starts to quiet down little by little. We keep our mind with our meditation object or image, whatever feels easy and comfortable to you. As you know, I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But your meditation object can be anything at all, whatever feels easy and comfortable to you. Because first, we relax our body, then relax your mind. It sounds simple. It is simple, but it takes practice to do. Even relaxing your body, it can be challenging for some. And don't think that you need to be very relaxed. Relaxation is a spectrum. Your relaxation might not be the same as mine or anyone else. The point is you feel comfortable at your own comfort level. For example, the key word is contentment. That feeling of okay or comfortable enough. Like walking in the park and sitting on a park bench. They're not necessarily very comfortable, but they're comfortable enough. Enough for a short break. That's the kind of comfort we need. If you have at least that much, that's perfect. If you have more than that, that's great. If you have less than that, adjust some more so you have at least that kind of comfort. We are always adjusting. Adjust your body, adjust your mind. As it takes time to find our perfect balance. And sometimes, even after you find your perfect balance, we're suddenly off balance again. It's okay. This is why it's called a practice. We are practicing. And as we continue our practice, you will definitely get better and better. Like our master nun, Kunyai, she would say, it's like punching your fist to the ground. You can't miss. You will definitely achieve inner peace, or at least begin to, as long as we continue to practice. So take your time, relax your body, relax your mind. Now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Remember, we're balancing relaxation and awareness. Know that your balance sometimes is a little off. It's okay. When you realize it, you can adjust. Balance is something we work on. Little by little, it gets easier and easier. What I recommend is to adjust little by little. It gets easier. Slowly get closer and closer to your balance, comparing to jumping from one thing to the next. For example, let's say in one meditation, you find yourself falling asleep. In the next meditation, you do your best to focus very much. This time you don't fall asleep, but then you're too tense to feel any comfort. That's jumping too far. Adjustments. They are small adjustments to get us closer and closer to that perfect balance. It's similar to why fast diets or fad diets don't tend to work, because they're abrupt changes. Suddenly, it's either too difficult or too much of a change that makes us end up giving up or needing to start over. If you make small adjustments, little by little, you can get healthier and healthier over time, compared to trying to burn off weight in just 1 month. And then the next month, yo right back to where you were. I know from personal experience. So instead of try to do something abrupt, extreme change. Start with small ones, and you'll find yourself adjusting for the better, and it will be more sustainable and easier to maintain. So make those adjustments when you need to. You don't have a due date for peace. Whenever you attain it, it's great. And it's not a race, not a competition. Allow yourself to travel and grow at your own pace. Om Let's begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intention to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean and bright, and at the center of your object there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our body, filling our body with light, and let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let this light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding city, filling the state and the surrounding states, filling the country and the surrounding country, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Buddha Paramgata Pacheka Nanchayam Palam Arahanta Nanchate Chinara Kambanta Misapaso Sapabuddhanupavena Sapathamanupavena Sapasanghanupavena Sattha Soti Bhagwantu Te. Now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eye. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? See lots of smiles, lots of thumbs up. Ah, see more people came online too. Great. No, as always, right now is a time that we call considering, taking the time to check and see how we're doing. So, as a nice review since I've been gone for a while, for the Saturday class, I want to remind you of the 4 C's, which are comfort, conscious, consistent, and consider. So as we know, comfort is relax, be comfortable. Conscious, our awareness, having that balance consistently. Then afterward, consider, taking the time to check and see what works, what doesn't work. It's actually very, very important to do this. It helps us see what we can do to get better. How can we do better? And what is it that as is challenging that holds us back? This way, those challenges, we can do our best to get away from it. As you practice more and more, you'll start to notice most of our challenges come from everyday life. They tend to seep into the meditation, or we're meditating and then they just kind of creep in. Those thoughts come back. And it's okay. It's part of life. And little by little, we'll start to learn how to let go of it easier. Or, like I tell you, letting go isn't throwing away or forgetting. It's placing down. When you finally put it down rather than carry it everywhere. So, little by little. And of course, while my master says there are 4 C's, you can see the fifth one is not a C word, but a C emoji, a smile. So this is something that I practice regularly. I thank my mom for always telling us, smile. It's a way to help you more than helping others. It's so that you can start to feel better. And one way to practice, when you wake up in the morning, we all go to the restroom. Look in the mirror, smile to yourself. 2 good things happen. The first person you see is smiling back at you. The second thing is you can see how much smile is enough. So practice smiling. Practice it. You'll see how it starts to help you out, little by little. Okay, so now I open the floor to you all if anyone has any questions, starting with in person. First, let me say hi to people online. Hello, Marcel. Hi, Sue and Julie on Facebook. Hi, Hiro, Terry, and then Terry on Zoom, as well as Terry on YouTube. Not sure if it's the same person, maybe. Who else came in? Oh, hello, Perna. Thanks for joining in also. Okay, so I see a question on YouTube, but since I'm here in person, anyone have a question here first? Yes. Mhm. What it is you're having more awareness. And the thing is, they're so aware, you are aware of all the little things that don't normally bother you. At first, it starts to bother you a lot. So it's okay. Do the itch, whatever. Adjust to that. No problem. Little by little, you'll start to realize, I don't really feel the need to deal with it. You just kind of leave it alone. And then you're able to go through it just fine. But go with your feeling, how you feel at that moment. At that feeling, it feels itchy to the point of, I need a scratch. Then do the scratch. No big deal. Like I said, back then they would say sit still, don't move, to help get their focus. Because back then they were all about relax. Nowadays we're way too focused. So when it's time to close our eyes and we feel everything, I feel everything. That's one of the things that does happen. It's actually why many meditators, they have this point in time where they feel stuck. Like they feel like they're going backwards. But actually, in truth, your awareness has expanded. It's like a microscope. The first time we use it, we had to have the lowest setting, like a times 10 zoom, right? Then you focus in and then you start to clean off whatever's there, the gunk. Okay, looks good. Then you zoom into 100 times. Where did all this dust come from? You're starting to see more that's already there. It's just because now there are more awareness. We're able to see deeper, we're able to feel and be more aware of it. So then we feel, why am I doing this wrong? It's not supposed to be this dusty. I already cleaned it off. And then we get frustrated and annoyed and all these thoughts and stuff come back again. Then you realize, oh no, I'm okay. That's normal. It's because I'm going in deeper. Now it's like the refined dust. And then even more refined dust as we go in deeper and deeper until eventually we truly do clear it all away. So I know many meditators have told me, P, I've been practicing for years. I used to have such a wonderful experience. Now it's like I'm just enduring it. I'm like, we never go back to the basics. In fact, that's why I like to talk about the basics. We don't realize how very important it is. Yes, you need to relax your body, relax your mind. And as you're going in deeper, now you have more awareness. Wow, but then you're aware of more things that didn't seem to annoy you before. So then, okay, same thing. Relax your body, relax your mind. Let these things go little by little. Okay? But yes, very good that you're experiencing. Okay. All right, let's go to YouTube then. Then one question from YouTube. Haku's was saying, do you think there is a time of day where meditation is more effective, or does that vary per person? Yes, very good question. When to meditate? It varies per person. Everyone has the time that works best for them. Lumpy Daniel, you guys know him from Full Moon. Lumpy Daniel, he's one of my friends, and I had him help. It was a funny experience because I was his teacher first, but he's been meditating more now. I asked him for advice, and he's like, "It feels so weird to teach you," but that's how it is. When you excel, you ask someone who knows more. So I asked Lumpy Daniel, "Hey, Lumpy, I feel like I'm a little stuck." So I asked him, "What should I do?" He says, "Well, one thing, practice consistency, and also as monks, we have that opportunity to meditate all day." So he told me, try to meditate 4 times a day. Like I'm talking about monks, okay? Why? 4 times a day, as in 4 quadrants of the day. So think of the whole day, 6 hours a day. So early morning, late morning, afternoon, night. The reason for this is so that you can test out which time feels best to you. My old way was between 9 to 11 a.m. That was my perfect time to meditate back then. Since I started doing late night meditation, now it's 9 to 11 p.m. That's my time to meditate now. So you'll start to see it adjust to you also, depending on how you do it. So try each time. Actually, give that a try. Try to meditate at each quadrant of the day when you're able to. Then you can see, okay, early morning, I might feel very good, or I'm just sleepy, I'm gonna go to sleep. No problem, okay? Adjust to you. Even like exactly afternoons, maybe right after lunch. Most people don't meditate that great at that time because you're digesting. You just had food, so full, meditate, knock out completely. So adjust to you, try it out. You'll start to see what works for you. Thank you, Hakuzo. Very good question. Okay, let's jump to anyone on Zoom. Have a question? Because Hakuzo has like 3 more. Always my great question asker. No, yeah. In person always gets priority because you're here. Okay, then back to YouTube. Hakuzo is asking, how can someone bring more positivity to the area around them in, say, nature outside of their home? Well, the thing about bringing positivity is you yourself, when you start to look for positivity, it's really up to how you focus. What you focus on matters. As some of you have heard me talk about the fly on the cake. Okay, we have this beautiful cake. Imagine a wedding cake. It's huge, beautiful. And then one little fly. What happens? Everyone goes, ugh, fly. This is the fly. That is the cake. Why is the problem so big? Right? We always focus on the problem so much to the point where it's something so small, we could just scoop it out. And then let him have that spoonful. Totally fine. The cake is still good. He only touched one spot. Right? It's not that big a problem, but we always blow this problem. So then suddenly the fly, which used to be this big, is now bigger than the house, right? If you focus on the negativity adds to that power. It makes us feel like you can't do anything. But positivity is start to look for little things in positivity. It doesn't have to be amazingly wonderful. You don't have to be walking around butterflies and rainbows everywhere. No, not quite. That's too much. It's just looking for a little bit of positivity to help lift you up just enough so you can deal with the problem. So as you're out doing whatever you do, look for those things. If you're out in the park in nature, look at the flowers. Oh, this is so pretty. It might be an everyday flower you see every day, but it's so nice to see. Sometimes I used to take pictures of very tiny things and then blow it up and post it online. There was one time I took a picture of a flower this small, like really, really small. Let's just say 2 millimeters. But when I took a picture, it was really big. And they're like, whoa, what is that? People would ask me, what is that? And then I post a picture of where I took a picture of it. And it's like mud. You can't even see you can't even see the flower. What was the picture of the mud for? That same flower is in that same picture. It's just so small, we always walk past it. You never think about it. There's a lot of beauty everywhere. We can find positivity everywhere. Same with why we can find negativity everywhere, because they're both everywhere. But it's up to what we focus on. So how do we bring positivity? Look for it. Look for the good. Within yourself, around you, anywhere. It will start to show and you start to experience it more. Okay? Thank you for the question. Oh, I got one from, what is this? Oh, okay, never mind. That was something else. Okay. Any new questions? Yes. Sacrifice. Okay, we're talking about sacrifice in general, not like we're sacrificing someone, right? Okay. Okay. Well, in a monk's perspective of sacrifice, to be able to give your time, your energy, it's really it's a practice of both mindfulness and metta. Metta as in spreading loving kindness. As one is the mindfulness is you yourself practicing to see what is it you can do. Because one thing that happens as you meditate more, you can't help but want to help others. It comes very naturally because our true human nature is like that. Even though most people think human nature is kind of evil. No, yes, we're kind of selfish, but that's just for survival. Okay? But when it comes to our true self, we want to help others. We can't help it. Especially when we start tapping into that peace within us. You want to help. And depending on how much you're able to tap in, the more ability you have to do more. Also, your own life in general. So, with sacrifice, if you're able to do and it does not cause harm to yourself, it's worth doing. It's a good thing to do. If it starts to cause detriment to yourself or your family, it's too much. It might not be a good thing to do right now. So we have to look at both things. When you want to sacrifice, you have to look at how much is it harming you more? Of course, if it tends to harm you more, karmically, you would say you'd get more. But it's not always a good thing to do. But it also depends on your mind at the time. For example, there are stories of the Buddha. He would talk about his different lifetimes where he would sacrifice his life to save someone else, people, which is amazing. And some people go, well, why did he sacrifice his life in that way? He could have lived into something else. Like one story is he was a monk or ascetic, so a holy person working on peace. And what happened was he encountered a tiger and two cubs. And the mother tiger, very hungry, was about to kill its baby to survive. He, as a bodhisattva, his heart was just so wanting to help. The first thing he thought, because he immediately thought, I need to help this person. I need to help this being. So his heart being so great, wanting to help, he was willing to sacrifice his life to do this. Just jump down the cliff and die right there so the tiger would eat him instead. Other people look and go, why would he sacrifice his life? He could have done something else to help. That way he can continue to do more. At that moment, his mind was just thinking, I need to help. So you see, while we can logically see why it's wrong, we can logically see why it's good. In the end, it's up to that person. it's definitely a big merit for doing that. But it's also sadly a bad karma also, that you would just, it's a mix. A lot of things that we do, it has a lot of good, a lot of bad, and it's a mix. Karma is really complicated. We can talk about it next time. Or, well, right now, since the time is over, let me say officially end for online. So thank you everyone on YouTube and Facebook. I want to say thank you, and I'll give you a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into life in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling. Let's brighten up the world together. For those on YouTube and Facebook, thank you again. See you guys next time. And for those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you like, and we can chat some more. Or hopefully you'll be here in person. Take care.